Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm your host Jellymar, and today we are going to be playing a game. You've probably seen it before. Do not take this cat home. Hold on, let me just set this up. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. Do not take this cat home is a game you can install on itch.io. There are multiple endings I've seen. So, let's discover them all together. Alright. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical, but maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow, right? You turn to head home when... Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Okay. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alleyway. And at the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh? Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Whoa! So cute. And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to this to this feline overlord? You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days, anyways? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? The cat doesn't answer you, obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. I take the cat or do not take the cat home. I don't think we should, because the person who left it for a reason. But the name of the game is quite literally do not take this cat home. And I don't like listening. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Stick together. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow. But for now, let's get you out of the rain. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. One you living alone in it. so it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environments. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. Ooh. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. Why is this music actually crazy? Alright. You put cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food and completely ignores it. Okay. Not hungry, I guess? You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. Just leave you here if you're getting hungry later. The cat rubs its body against your leg with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread. Ooh! Turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed? Tomatoes sliced. Bow! You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up on the counter. It sniffs the knife and meows, almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, it was just You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. The cat sits back staring at you. Feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do, right? Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. You're going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. It's one night of awkwardness. Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening unfortunately goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with the bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound while you're eating your sandwich. Ooh. While you're cleaning up the kitchen, while trying to watch TV, you gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Oh! Enough already! You shoved it away a little more forcefully, this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. This game is like weird. I don't like reading things. I like playing games. I don't know, like raiding games. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather play like P or like Valorant. Like Ark Survival. I don't really want to play this. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope you don't have many other options left other than tossing cow out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and the lights just went out. Great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of battery. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. Ugh. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messing with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. It's quiet. Too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. Ah! Ah! Alright. The cat sits on top of your digital clock, staring at you. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. Kill, help, kill. I keep seeing kill. Yeah. And going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing, but its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round. Ah! No, please! The flashlight flickers. Oh, we're screwed. That's scary. Oh, wait. Even with the flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round, inky bit. The flashlight flickers. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence punctuated with the rapid pumping of your blood in your heart is overridden as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How's the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored, but no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever's watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it. But you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. But hold on. Did y'all catch that? But you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. Yeah, y'all definitely heard that. Oh. No! Okay, bro. Right into your ear. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out now that you could even if it did. You can stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangled together under you in your haste, and you fall to the ground. No! A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. You think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot. Oh, why is it so detailed? You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor as if it had been kicked. You piece of crap. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze as you see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, when regards to your inexplicably open doors screech to a halt. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife, and it's still tinted from your earlier blunder, but that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean? But you gulp dryly at the pain of your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. The pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. I hate it. It pads lightly over the knife as if skipping in delight, and bends down to lap at your blood dripping from the blade. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as if starting to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breath discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness of your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you've taken in, looking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The sense of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Golden eyes light up as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere, cast everywhere else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you, everything, except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody prints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts, but you can't stop, you don't stop. Not when the shadows go around you, not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? Oh no! Oh, okay, I'm gonna save. Okay? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna look behind me. Huh, interesting. How very, very interesting. It begins. Ending! Keep running. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. What? So, yeah, it's at ending 0. It begins. I'm guessing there are multiple endings, but I'm not trying to do that right now. I've been recording for, what, like 20 minutes. That's not too bad. This is going to be unedited footage. So, if you'd like to see a part 2, or maybe I'll just make a part 2, just like the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I'll see you in 17 months. Goodbye.